So, hello guys, welcome to another video. Today I have a guest, my friend Sheila, and we're going to be having a girl talk. Yeah, we're going to touch up on topics like friendship, relationship, self awareness, self love, all that stuff. And I had asked you guys to ask me some questions in my Instagram before, so I'm also going to be answering those questions and she's going to help me. She's going to help me. What are red flags in a friendship?
When they do not want to respect your personal space. There's this time when you want to be alone, when you want to do some things on that alone time. But they want to make that alone time be with them.
If they're not respecting your boundaries, that's a big red flag.
Yeah.
If they're manipulators and they guilt trip you, peer pressure is real. So you
Yeah.
should also watch out for such friends.
Yeah.
If they're getting you to do something that you'd normally not do and you know it's bad, you know, yeah.
And even when they make you choose between them and your other friends,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, like it's not necessarily a competition. You're my friend, they're also my friend. I need some time with them and with you, so there's no point in choosing between.
Yeah, friends. How do you handle a friend growing distant or changing? So I feel like change is inevitable in everybody's life. And once you understand that and also understand the fact that nothing is usually personal,
Yeah.
maybe they are going through some shit of their own,
Yeah.
and they just need that time.
Even before you establish that distance that it's over, I think you should just go and approach them calmly. Just try to talk it out because yeah, there's something making them be distant to you. So you could just ask them, hey, what's going on? Why are you so distant? And then make them try to explain to you why. And then when you reach the bottom line and just agree it's time to be distant, yeah.
I feel like also communication is key. They should like put their grown up hands on
Yeah.
and communicate that I'm going through this and this. I don't feel like this will work or something, because I also feel like ghosting someone out of the blue is messed up.
Yeah.
We shouldn't like encourage that. Maybe you're going through something. Say something, and the other person should respect, the wishes of the other one, so
Yeah.
there's no
Conflict.
conflicts. Yeah.
Yeah. So, do you believe in having one best friend or many close friends?
I actually support the having many friends, because many different friends offer different things in
Yeah.
different situations. I
Yeah.
think it also offers a diversity.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you get to learn how to stay with different people.
Yeah.
Because she's my friend at home, but I also like have friends back in school.
Yeah.
And personally, I feel like best friend is a very strong word.
Yeah. It gives you like
Yeah,
a
it's a very
close
strong word.
a close relationship. Like I don't know, like you're tied up to it. You feel guilty when you're hanging out with another friend because my best friend is so alone. Yeah, so I really think many close friends is the answer for me.
So the next question is, how do you set boundaries without causing conflict in a friendship?
Okay, I think it's just by communicating, like you just approach them calmly and then you tell them, hey, by the way, I do not like you doing this and this and this. And I think you should explain to them because you owe them that much because why are you setting that? Why are you so worked up about this and this? And then maybe at the end of the day they might even open up to you and then tell you what they want to set boundaries on. And yeah, you just come up to a down point and then yeah, no conflict. So the next question, have you ever had to end a friendship?
Bruh.
And how did you know it was time to end that friendship?
You know, in my personal experience, I feel like it's when it drains you mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's time to end it. If it's more of a con than a pro, then
It's time.
it's time.
It is
It's
time.
time. Nothing is permanent. Nothing doesn't change. Everything changes. I feel like that's the right way to keep it.
Yeah.
Everything changes. And even if it's painful, sometimes I feel like you usually know deep down this you've tried fixing the friendship over and over and over again and it's just not working out.
Yeah, yeah, and if it's just, I don't know, setting you apart from your goals, like and or achievements, if you wanted to do something and you feel like no, she's just or he's just bringing me back. I'm not moving forward with him or her being my friend. So yeah, I think it's time to cut off that friendship. Okay, guys, we are going to the next sesh. Yeah, about relationships. First question, how do you maintain individuality in a relationship?
I feel like you have to have a life outside the relationship. Have something you're doing alone, like a hobby or a job or something. You don't have to do everything together. I feel like that makes the relationship quite frankly boring over time because
Yeah.
your lives get so intertwined. You're seeing too much of each other.
You should have some time on your own, a breather out of your everyday life with your partner. You just have to breathe.
How do you know a person is right for you?
Oh, I think this is a more of a hard question if you sit down and think about it. But I think um, if that person meets your non-negotiable standards, there's these standards you've set for yourself that he must be this and this and this, and it's not negotiable. It's not. So if he meets those standards, I think yeah, he might be the right one because there are other standards which might be, talkable. They're not that fixed, but you can just negotiate it in between. But if the primal standards he meets them, I think he's the one.
Yeah, like have a list. I
Yeah.
actually do have my own list of 3 5 things that are non-negotiable, and then the rest. I don't feel like it's realistic to think that there will be someone out there who fits
One
everything that you
hundred
need. Yeah, like
percent.
100%. But like have standards. Have
Yeah, have
standards. Like
standards
know what you
first.
want
Yeah,
so
and
that you're
then
not settling
if
for
if they if
dusty
they meet
men.
them, it's
Yeah.
it's yeah, you're the one.
Is love enough to keep a relationship going? No.
No,
No.
no,
No.
mm-mm.
You want to hear it in Spanish? No.
No. Us that bring up a relationship to it is to be stable. So I don't think that love is the only thing that keeps a relationship going.
I feel like that only keeps it going for the first few months.
Yeah.
Like the honeymoon stage. And then from there, yeah, you have to deal with the messy part of the relationship,
Yeah.
the hard part of waking up and choosing that person and working to, know how to live together.
Yeah.
You know, you got to accommodate someone else in your day to day life. And
Yeah.
also, like, hamwezi kula mapenzi.
Amwezi. Jamani, amwezi. There are other
Hamwezi-
factors that
Yeah.
that that brings a relationship to 80s. So I don't think that love particularly on its own just able to keep the relationship going. Yeah.
So next up is
Love.
self-love, like loving yourself,
Yeah.
self-awareness.
So the first question is, how do you forgive yourself for past mistakes?
I feel like I can answer this one because I I feel like I've made a lot of mistakes in my past,
Yeah.
like really big ones, really small ones. Some of them are very cringe. Some of them are very painful mistakes that, cause regret. But the thing that helps me forgive myself is realizing that if I did not make those mistakes, then I wouldn't be the Grace I am right now, the me I am right now. You learn through experience, and I feel
Yeah.
like that's the best a lesson you can get because though I advise you not to, it's sometimes it's better to just listen and learn, but also experience impacts more than just someone telling you don't do this. You're human, we are prone to make mistakes. The best thing you can do is just learn from them. So the next question is, what is something you wish more people knew about self-love?
I think people should know that self love does not need any validation from anyone whatsoever if that person isn't you. Like, if you want to love yourself by going for some manicure, go girl. I mean, if somebody talks, let them talk. They're bound to talk somehow. But that doesn't mean because somebody is going to talk about you, talk about you're loving yourself in an expensive way, so you won't love yourself? No, it does not need no validation from anyone except from you. So I wish everybody out there knew that self-love, it's you alone. Nobody else is going to love you the way you want to love yourself. So you do what you want without no fear of validation from anyone. I think, yeah.
Have you ever noticed a pattern in your behavior that needed to change?
Oh,
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, many things I think I need to change, but the one that I want to change the most is to learn how to open up more to people. I don't know, I'm just like kind of a shut off girl. So when everybody tries to, I don't know, open up to broaden their friendship horizon, I just like block them immediately. Like, I do not care if you wanted to tell me something, I just block you. I think I should reflect on that because maybe there's potential big friendship out there which is waiting for me, and just I'm blocking it because, yeah, I think that's the one for me.
Yeah, I'm kind of running blank, bro. Yeah, I feel like also, if I had to say something regarding this question, is that if you realize something you're doing is not a positive thing,
Yeah.
then that's that's a point in my book because you're that's being self-aware.
Yeah.
You're evaluating yourself and you're going towards fixing whatever you've noticed is wrong. And I feel like that is a person who is growing,
Yeah.
is experiencing growth.
Mm.
Yeah. Why is self-awareness important in friendships and relationships?
Yeah, I think it's that self awareness makes you who you are. So, if you have that self awareness, you're not going to lose your self authenticity. You're just going to remain true to yourself, true to other people. So, I think you need that self awareness in your relationship or friendship because there's some factors that makes you. So, I think if you're self aware, I do not like this. It's that's your self authenticity.
I also got this question in my Instagram. Am I usually scared to post things sometimes? And the answer is yeah. I feel like no one is truly ever comfortable
Yeah.
putting themselves out there, and especially like when you're not all done. This was something I started in. Okay, in the beginning of this year, around the end of January, and yeah, it was a goal I had set for myself, and I was able to accomplish it, and I was able to step out of my comfort zone. And yeah, it's something I like doing, and I just don't give a damn if someone there has their opinions. I'll do what I like.
I
I
think
just
bigger behind the scenes, voila.
yeah.
Oh, can you record?
Okay, so that is the end of the questions.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I had a pretty good time here helping you answer these questions
Yeah.
out. Yeah, it was pretty fun.
Yeah, it was pretty fun.
Yeah.
And yeah, thank you for all those who asked me questions. Follow me in my Instagram. I'm going to put it on the screen so that next time you can be part of the video. And thank you for coming
I'm
for
honored.
to my video
Honored.
today. This is very fun. I think we'll be doing this. It's not the last time.
Yeah.
It's not the last time. It's definitely not the last time.
I'll be back. If you
Yeah.
have any more questions, you can just drop in our Instagram account, and maybe I shall be around to help her out to answer
Yeah.
those questions. So,
Yeah. So bye.
bye.
See you next time.